came here from Louisiana and has been working hard on his new album dropping this month, or next month, I should say. It's called The State of Country Music.
That's right. Please welcome country artist Dan Smalley to Local on 2. Glad to have you here, friend.
Happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
What a wild ride. Did you honestly ever think you would be here today?
No, not the Local News 2 in Tennessee on 2. At 2, I'm from Louisiana, so I'd never imagined myself being on any other kind of news stations, to be honest with you.
But what about
I'm
professionally?
Professionally, I've always kind of seen myself kind of where I'm trying to get, to be honest with you. So all this makes complete sense to me as far as like timing and the way it all works out. And,
amazing.
And the amount of time I've invested into this city and this place, and because it takes a little bit of time and investment.
And I liked what you were telling us earlier, right before we came on, that you were going to be in football. That was kind of the plan.
Yeah, that was my thing. I loved playing football. I was a running back from 3rd grade until I broke my leg in 5 places my senior year. And it was always my second, plan B. Dad was always like, what are you going to do when you can't play football? And I was like, I'll just play guitar and sing country music like you, Pops. So that's what I'm doing.
And the rest is history.
That's right,
yes. Yeah. Okay, do want to ask you, your new album, The State of Country Music. Now, you wrote that title, at least, from a conversation with your agent when he told you, I don't know, Dan, it's just the state of country music we're in. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where, you move to town, to the country music capital of the world, and what you might envision yourself doing playing country music sometimes can get adjusted, or you get here and they might want you to try something else and do something else, and I was always like, to me, like, why would I do something else if this is what I do, and this is so very much country music? And it was just like, well, Dan, it's just the state of country music we're in. You kind of got to get in where you fit in, and I don't disagree with that statement. There's so much great music coming out, and I myself dabble in all parts of the states of country music, wherever they might land. So the song itself is specifically about me and what state of country music I might be in at that time.
So we got to take a listen. We got to take a listen. We'll chat.
This is the song, though. I think
well, to one of the songs.
But you definitely have to listen
on
to
your album.
That's a tease.
Yeah, this is a tease. But we'll listen to a portion of your song. Let's chat after.
Don't know why when it comes to going wrong, I get it right most of the time before too long. And neon light can't turn it off when it comes on. I don't know why, but sometimes I can't leave wrong enough alone.
Yeah. That's fun. Can't leave wrong enough alone. I like it. All right. You have been on bills with some amazing legends and greats, of course, in country music. Alison Krauss, Willie Nelson, Eli Young Band, Ashley McBryde. I mean, just to name a few. Yes. Who would be your favorite or your dream to tour with?
Oh, that's a tough one. My dream would have been like Merle Haggard, something like that. And I have gotten to spend some time on the road with Willie Nelson and Alison Krauss, so that was one of the biggest dreams come true, for sure. Garth Brooks, maybe. I don't even think he does stuff like that, but I've always wanted to be Garth, so it's just one of those things where that would probably be the one where I was just like, this is it, boys. We made it.
We better start hanging out at Friends in Low Places.
Yeah. I got to go. Yeah, it's a cool spot. It's a cool spot. I really like that spot.
I heard a quote from you that you said you learn something different from each artist that you write with. So what was the best kind of thing that you took away from one of the big stars that you wrote with?
That's crazy. Lainey Wilson and I have written some songs together, and this wasn't a write that she gave me this advice, but it's the best advice I've ever gotten, and it was in a tour bus in Iowa. We were at a music festival together, and it was when I was making a decision on whether or not to kind of can a whole record and kind of move on in this direction that this record company is wanting to go, or kind of just doing what I do. And she told me if they don't want to do what I want to do, I should probably part ways in less words.
Right.
Yeah, and it was the best advice I could have ever gotten, to be honest with you, because now I feel kind of just like I'm very comfortable where I am, and I'm not really doing what anybody else might want me to do. So that's the best advice I've gotten. Be yourself, authentically be yourself, go after that, and if nobody else wants to do it with you, who cares? Just go around them.
Love it. Yes, authenticity.
That's good for everybody out there.
Denim Dan, we love ya.
That's right.
All right. Check out Dan and his work at dansmalleyofficial.com and check out the album, The State of Country Music.